New York is home to thousands of acres of old-growth forests. DEC is funding a study of old-growth forests in New York's Forest Preserve. Old-growth forests are dynamic, complex forests with many characteristics. One characteristic is the presence of many vegetative layers.
We expect that old-growth forests will have a multi-layered canopy. That means that we should see 2 to 3 strata of overstory trees, potentially emergent trees, trees that are taller than the average canopy, and then a canopy that creates the top of the forest, and then a subcanopy. Below that, we would expect to see regeneration of the same trees as we see in the overstory as seedlings and saplings. And typically we see a well-developed herbaceous layer. So now we're going to do what is our standard heritage methodology. So we're going to identify all the plants in the plot that we just set up in each strata, each vegetation layer. So we look at the herbaceous layer, like the wildflowers and the ferns.
And Linnea borealis.
And then we look at the shrubs. So Anthony found witch hazel here, which is, I would say, not super common up here in the Adirondacks. And then we identify the species in the tree layers as well. So what they've found is that there are emergent white pines, so white pine that are taller than the average canopy height. They're covering about 30% of the plot. Well, this is our species list from what Abby and Anthony found. And then the next part is to record the percent cover, that vertical projection on the ground. So Abby and Anthony will go through the plot and determine what they think the percent cover is for that species. So our typical forest plot is 20 meters by 20 meters. So that's 400 square meters. So when we're talking about percent cover, 1% cover is an area that would cover, if you pushed all the species into the corner, it's kind of how we visualize it. 1% cover would be 2 by 2 area, or 4 square meters. We typically have to go through the whole plot to find anything that's sort of hidden in the corners or a little less common, or it doesn't have quite as much cover as most of the other species we're seeing. Part of Abby's research is looking into whether there's an association between certain species cover or associations and old growth forests.